What is up, my Squirtleites? It is I, your king. Welcome you back to more No Man's Sky. Last episode, I'm not even going to start by talking about what we did in the last episode, but I'm going to say last episode that I promised I would be doing a whole lot off screen, and I did, actually. I put about another 6 hours into the game between episodes, maybe more than that. It might have been more closer to like 8 hours, just doing all sorts of various stuff. I'm here on my freighter to start today's episode because I did actually make some changes and improvements around my freighter. I actually built a bunch of stuff here on my freighter because, you know what? I was not giving the freighter enough credit. It really is a mobile base with a whole lot of capabilities. The fact that you can have a galactic trade terminal available in any system you take your freighter to, pretty darn incredible. There are places for me to send my fleets, which I actually do need to do some debriefing because I'm pretty sure they finished something while I was gone. You've also got this capability right here, which is something I want to show off. So you can get a large refiner, which allows you to do up to 3 things at once, which is absolutely insane. And it doesn't require any fuel. It's just runs straight off of the freighter's fuel system itself, but doesn't deplete it in any way. I can also get all of the same researchers that I have in my standard base back on my main planet. And yeah, it really is just a mobile base in all but name. I mean, it's really quite impressive what you can do with these freighters, and I like I said, I was not giving enough credit, but I did so much more than just work on my freighter. And I'm gonna go and do the debriefing. Okay, do the debriefing really quickly before I go any further. So let's do this real fast, see what we get out of this. Fleet command online. I did I think a pretty high level one. Oh no, it was just a 2. Okay, never mind. So we got, let's see, geodesite. I got indium, lemium, emerald. Wow, look at all this stuff that I have never gotten before. We also got a bunch of units, a lot of units for this because this one is higher level than the ones I've been doing. An organic catalyst, a semiconductor, more units, relatticed arc crystal. Look at all this stuff. All this stuff I've never gotten before. More superconductors, nitrogen salt, a lot of good stuff, and that's all going to go directly into my I believe it's going to go directly in my inventory, and I can maneuver things around. I have a whole lot of storage units, too, because that's the other thing you can do here that's pretty amazing is all of these things, which actually these same storage containers connect to the storage containers I have on my main planet. So you can see right here, if I go into this one, boom, it's like right here. Everything that I granted, I did organize things between episodes, but yeah, it's all just right there in these individual containers, which is pretty great, and I'm very happy about that. I do need to go collect the items from my expedition from the freighter's inventory if I want to, which I can just do that right here. But you can see here's my activated iridium and my geodesite, and all the stuff that I've been getting off of all these is right here. I also was able to get an upgrade into my freighter for some increased expedition defenses, which is pretty cool. So that's my freighter. All right, let's talk about my ship now. So I decided finally it was time to try and improve our main ship, and in some ways I did. Now the Prime Owl is still here. It's right there. There it is. Our old friend. I'm never going to get rid of you. Not entirely. I still have the Radiant Pillar from the very beginning of the game. But my new ship is this sucker right here. This is a Korvax ship, and I was able to find it from some specific Korvax who, and if I can take a look at it, well, let's just say it's an S-Class, okay, which automatically makes it the best ship that I could possibly have. It has a few more technology slots than my Prime Owl had, and it has certainly more cargo slots at a base. I've got all S-tier upgrades pumped into this thing. I've got a cadmium drive stored away just in case I ever need it, but I'm not using it at the moment. I've got pretty much every single other upgrade that I needed that was on my Prime Owl, and this thing has way better damage potential, way better shield strength, hyperdrive range, and maneuverability. It's also got 2 weapon types, the Infraknife Accelerator and the Cyclotron Ballista. It does not have photon cannons like on my Radiant Pillar. This thing is pretty cool, and we're going to be taking off with this thing really quickly here as we head out into space because we have some things to take care of out there. Now, really quickly, I might as well actually show this thing in action real fast so you can see what it actually looks like. So let me head into my utilities and switch my starship view. So this thing flies completely vertically. It's kind of like a Y-wing from Star Wars. When I saw its wings folded up, I was expecting them to kind of fold out horizontally, which I thought would be pretty cool. And I got to be honest, I'm not like the biggest fan of this thing's design, like as from a aesthetic standpoint, but it's still pretty darn cool, and it more than gets the job done. It's certainly stronger than what I had before, so I am pretty happy with it. All right, let's finally access the Starship communicator. But first, before I do, because this message is going to be coming from Apollo, I actually got a message from Null while I was playing that I accidentally communicated with. Now, luckily, I was able to save the clip on my PlayStation with the share button, so I am going to post that first before we listen to this. And now let's talk to, sorry, I said Apollo, Artemis. I received your message. I don't know what to say. How do you know the Atlas is telling the truth? I just can't be sure. I know you've been busy. I now know why. But I'd still like to see another traveler before I die. I'd still like to meet if we can. If that doesn't sound ridiculous considering the circumstances. But didn't I already tell Artemis the truth? No, I guess I continued the lie. I don't remember, actually. I thought I told Artemis the truth. No. I can't do it, man. I can't do it. Same communication comes back to me, permeated with static. The message, the intonation, everything about it is identical. I know you've been. I'd still like to see another traveler. If that doesn't... I'm going to try to recalibrate. Let's see. I know you've been. I'd still like to see another travel. That's so. Oh gosh, the noises and static I've been hearing throughout my adventures. It's not interference. The corruption of long-distance communication. How could it be? We speak through the protocol of a dream. The noises, the sound of. It's the sound of waking. It's the sound of everything falling apart. It's the final gasp. The death of the Atlas will not begin in 16 minutes. It began a long time ago. I say goodbye, not knowing if Artemis can hear me. I don't even know what that means to hear me. We're all just data. Did they even hear me? These glitches will happen more and more in the final days. Individuals caught in cycles, repeating themselves. Planets wiped from existence or changed overnight. All discoveries lost. I must journey on. Stuff's getting serious, man. Stuff is getting serious. Okay, so really quickly, let me head on into my log real fast. So, the Purge, I need to progress towards the Galactic Center. The Atlas Path, I need to find the next Atlas interface. We got the Space Anomaly, which requires me to reset the simulation, but I do not want to do that. Not this way yet. I want to do the Purge first. There are also a couple other things here, like I'm still working on my settlement. Got to be managing that more. I can work on a trace of metal some more to continue to help out my, or I get my first exosuit, but also help out my little buddy that's been floating around with me. I've got some things that I can also work on. Oh, efficient thrusters. Yeah, I'm not going to be installing those. Well, other than for the sole purpose of completing that quest. I'll be doing that later. We got Nexus missions, investigate the signal, explore the Aini system, which this is the one that requires me to freaking scan a bunch of crap. I need to return to, I actually do need to return to the scientist at my base, and then I also need to gather selenium, which requires hazmat gauntlets. Selenium is found on Scorched Worlds. I do have hazmat gauntlets, but I do not have access to Scorched Worlds, at least not immediately. We're gonna have to freaking see if we can find those. But what I'm gonna do is I am going to set the Atlas path, and we're going to continue to find the next Atlas interfaces. So let's open up our galaxy map, and let's see where it takes us. So let me set, I guess current mission is going to work, so why don't we, where is this going to take us? It looks like it wants us to go to never mind, because that is not going to work the way that I wanted it to. We're going to actually have to get back to that later. Seriously, I swear every single time I, like, create a plan with this game, it's always like, no, you can't do that yet. You are never correct in any of your assumptions that you're making, so just stop trying. It's very frustrating. Okay, no, we're going to actually head on over, I guess we're going to head on over to our settlement for the time being. I'm just going to check up on it really quickly before I do anything else. So let me get out of my ship really quickly here, and then we'll head on over there. Hello, my little floater. I also did add some members to my fleet, which are able to help me out a little bit as well. Some guys that are there to kind of provide backup whenever I get into fights, which is really nice. It's always good to have more options to do a whole lot of damage. But let's head on over to our settlement. And let's see what's wanted of me next. Okay, also, I should draw attention to this little fact as well. I was able to expand my cargo within my exosuit even further as well. We're going down yet to another row. Got a few more exosuit upgrades while I was playing. Decided to work on a bunch of those maps, which helped me out a ton. Just farming maps all day is such a good way of progressing. It really is. You wouldn't think that, it can get boring, to be sure, but it's really helpful. Let me head on here and make some settlement decisions. Let's see. Greet settlement visitor. Let's see. Mysterious warning. Unknown outcome. Settlement debt. Dismiss. Let's see. Scout entity Opkina claims to have been sent here by a powerful and unidentified forces. They say only this 161616. Wasn't that the thing that the Atlas kept saying? They ask for a bauble in return for their troubles. I'm going to heed the warning. Sure. Hopefully that was a good thing. Okay, new settlement feature, Blessed by the Deep. Sentinel, wait, are there sentinels? Oh, gosh, there are sentinels. Okay, well, we got to destroy these things now, so let me do that really quickly. So, really fast, let's use our pulse splitter here. Take these guys out. If I can't, not you, I don't want to shoot you. Come on, get down, please. Thank you. All right, take these things out fast. Hi, Mr. Pugnium. Okay. Get out of here. Are you being healed right now? I don't think you're being healed. No. Why is it not showing their health at all while I'm shooting them? This is really strange. It usually shows it, and I'm not seeing it in the slightest on these guys. I don't know why that's a thing, but okay. Get out of my settlement, guys. I really do need to, deal with this. If I can get... I think that's the exosuit quest that allows me to take care of this problem with more ease. Keep using our pulse splitter here. And I could use my plasma launcher as well, but where's the last one at? It's around here. So there you are. Okay, come here. Almost got you. Almost got you. Okay, get away from my settlement. Gosh darn you. I'm getting really tired of it. Okay, what do we got now over here? Assemble. Okay, I need metal plating for the roof. Oh, that's right. I'm working on a cantina at the moment. Got to get my villagers somewhere to... just kind of relax, take a load off, have themselves a drink, all that good stuff. So I need to get 6 metal plating. It shouldn't be too hard to do. I think I have more than enough ferrite dust for this, so let's just craft them on the spot. May as well. And I'm sure I have more in my storage, but whatever. Let's do that, and that is going to take an hour, so we'll just leave that be. Okay. So that was pretty much everything that I wanted to do here in my settlement for the time being. It's worth checking up pretty much at the beginning of every single recording session that I do. But let's head back on out now. And I guess I could get back into my ship. Let me check my log one more time. Let's see here. Investigate, let's see. Dreams of the deep, lost beneath the waves. My starship intercepted a strange signal, recording distorted by the sound of rushing water. It seems like a distress signal, but there is little to identify the source beyond a set of coordinates. I should investigate. You know what? Let's do that. Why don't we do that? I actually don't know what that leads to, but we need to search for any systems that have water in them, which is fairly easy to do, a lot more simple than whatever I was trying to do with the Atlas path. So let's head back on out into space for a moment. And what we're just going to want to do is head on into free explore for this. I actually think I have some discover systems that have water in them, but whatever. Let's see. So let's get off of current mission, free explore. Let's see what we got here. So what do you got? Hey, there you go. Water system. Perfect. All right, let's go to Okaima. Perfect. And I'm sure this is going to allow us to immediately figure out whatever the heck this signal is all about. Gives us something to do. Whoa, whoa, game. You are really losing it, aren't you? All right, here we go. First contact. Now, let's see. Did this not count? I mean, it's a... Oh, here we go. Forsaken planet. Ancient bones, copper, rusted metal, and silver. And we got glyph. That's not really I thought this was going to be it, but apparently this is not the water system. It's a windswept one. There's a scalding planet. That one's got selenium, which I could go after. It said there was going to be water in this system, but it sure doesn't seem like it. And then we got a breached planet. Well, there's a couple things I could do while I'm here. What is this thing? Hold on. What is going on with this little nebula thing here? I'm so confused. What is that? Is that really nothing at all? No, it was just an effect. Okay. Okay, is this really it? Is there really nothing else for me to do here? Like, I feel a little gypped. Okay, so apparently it wanted me to actually go to a different system than the one I was already in. I made sure to grab some selenium while I was there for our other objective, but no, we're supposed to actually go to this other system that I don't actually know when I discovered this one. Wait, no, so that's where our... Wait a minute, this is where our settlement's at. Hold on, but when I first activated the quest, it was like, no, you can't do it. Isn't this where my settlement is at? Am I crazy? Am I insane? No? Okay, maybe this is a different settlement, or a different system, excuse me, than what I thought. So I guess I was wrong in that regard. But no, I'm supposed to go to this one, which luckily was right next to the system I was already in. Oh, okay. No. I want to get away from you, please. Space station, you are not what I'm heading towards. We're going to go straight towards the transmission coordinates to the approximate location as quickly as we can. We're not going to Ukalak because there's not really anything of extreme value there. We're going to head on in here and see what we can find. My pulse drive is just about spent, so I'm going to have to make sure that I replenish that here soon. Here we go. All right, what do you have to offer me? And also, you said it's in water. This doesn't look like water at all. It looks like almost anything but, if I could be honest. All right, well, let's land. Let's see if we can find anything. And I'm sure we're going to have to use our scanner as soon as I step out of this thing. So let's see here. I will use... Oh, target sweep. That's what it is. Yes. All right, well, let's head on over that way and see where all this leads. Okay, I am going in... Oh, it's that building over there. I see it now. So we got some sort of broadcast site, which, again, not sure how this has anything to do with water, but okay. And that is where I need to be. I guess I might as well finalize the signal here. And then it'll tell me what it wants. All right, we got something, some sort of... Is it the doorway, or is it like something inside? It's probably something inside. Let's see. Is it? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, we're good. You get a distorted voice from this Korvax transmission tower. Log 2015F, breach event, plus 407 souls. If you are listening, you have likely found our final log. I leave this trace as a memory of my fallen friends, and a warning to others who may end up on our path. I cannot deny myself the vain hope that someone may find me, though. I beg you, do not follow. How transmission ends, I notice the stranger has left behind an upgrade module for an aeration membrane. I take the upgrade module. Its installation history contains the serial number of its owner's starship. Perhaps I had to follow. Okay, so I just got myself an underwater protection module that I'm probably going to need to actually use. So let's head on over to my exosuit. Let's see. I'm going to get rid of... I'm going to store my thermal protection here really quickly, and then we're going to install this one instead. Okay, now we need to perform a scan. So let's do that and see where we need to go. Starship signal trace established. Where are you? I don't actually know. I'm not seeing you on... Is it on this... Is it on the map here? I genuinely don't know. Oh, wait. Okay, there we go. I am apparently blind to UI elements in this game, I swear. Like, I think that's part of my problem. It's not... that it's a me thing. I 100% agree with anybody who says it's a me thing. That I just... Oh, it is. Okay, it's off planet. I really just struggle... paying attention to just the barrage of information that this game is giving you at all times. Cluttered UI is a really hard thing to deal with, and I think that's kind of ironic and rich coming from somebody who plays for Destiny, but at least with that game, all of those elements and everything about it was like, it was all made a thing over the course of several years, and I guess you could say the same with No Man's Sky. But I've been along for the ride with that game. I have not been along for the ride with this one, and I just feel constantly confused by everything I'm seeing, even if I know damn well what it all means. If that makes any sense, it's just every single time I'm looking at this game, I'm like, oh, what is everything? What is this? And the thing, and then I can scan stuff, and there's just always it's just like, but it's not even like actually overwhelming. It's only overwhelming in the sense that I am trying to make video content, and I just am constantly at a loss as to what to do. Okay, this scares the bejesus out of me. Is there going to be a place for me to actually land my ship? Okay, there is. Good. Whew. But yeah, the fact that I'm trying to pay attention to so many things while making these videos, that is what scares me about this game all the time and constantly overwhelms me. And I feel like it is a lot better when I am not trying to record things, but my goodness. Okay, we got a target sweep, 196 units. This is going to be a little bit scary. All right, how toxic is this water going to be? Not, which is good. Which is good. All right, so let's keep using our target sweep. I apparently went the wrong way, which is not good. I will boost through this to make myself go a little bit faster. Okay, we're going. Maybe I should have gone on the other island. All right, jetpack, lead the way. We'll get there. We'll get there. It's just a little bit of a swim. Wish I had gone the right way the first time. I feel like the target sweep really threw me off there. But I'm sure we're also going to have to dive for this, too. I'm going to make sure my terrain manipulator's at the ready for this. Finalizing signal. What is it? Crashed starship located. Is it on the ground? I don't see it on land. Is it down below? It is, isn't it? I don't know. Hold on. Where is it exactly? It is down below. It is down below. Okay, I can get to it. I can get to it. Supplementary oxygen enabled. What kind of ship do we have here? And I can obviously recharge this thing if I need to, just to stay alive. There are still bubbles coming out of that thing, which leads me to believe that it's not in the worst situation possible. But let's inspect this thing first. Oh, come on, distorted voice. There you go. Log 003A, breach event, +4 souls. Most of the crew are dead. Only those of us who, us already suited up when the asteroid hit survived the initial decompression. We were lucky that smaller starships were able to get clear before the hull imploded. None of our ships have the hyperdrive capability. We should be able to retrieve the blueprints from the freighter's main databank, though it appears to have crashed in the deep ocean. Thankfully, we still have plans for the Nautilon. Okay, so a Nautilon submarine and marine shelter received. So we can make underwater bases and a submarine. What? I was not expecting that at all. So hold on a second. Oh my gosh. No, for real. So I can make underwater. That's cool. I can play like Subnautica, which I would rather be playing to begin with. But oh man, that's actually really awesome. Speedy Triumph, how are you? Are you all completely destroyed? Let's see here. All right. Well, you suck, and I don't even want to actually deal with you. I know people are going to be like, but you can keep it on your freighter. No, I don't want it. I genuinely don't want it. I'm at the point now where I'm just like, if you can't give me, like, S or A class starships, I have no interest whatsoever. So, oh, should I build this? Okay, well, hold on. Let me pin this blueprint really quickly. There we go. All right, so I need to gather salt, metal plating, crystal sulfide from around sea vents. Well, I can make, if I can get back up really quickly here, I can make metal plating super simply with like no effort whatsoever. Let me head on into my inventory and do that really quick. So craft a few of those, like so. Boom. All right, now I need to get crystal sulfide, which I know for a fact I literally have in my inventory. Or not my inventory, in my storage, excuse me. So what I think I'm going to do is I am actually going to hit the space station here on this particular system, and I'm just going to kind of go back to my storage and get all that stuff because I don't really want to have to bother collecting all that, so I'll be right back in just a moment. Well, apparently I didn't have the crystal sulfide that I thought I had, so I have been just kind of warping around trying to actually get some access to it. But doing so, I think I should have completed something here. I also got, yeah, I should get this last data injection, which I don't know what it actually means for me, but I'm going to take it. So glyph 16 to 16 done. So now what? You going to tell me? You gonna give me anything? Am I gonna be rewarded for all this? No, it's just done. It's just done. Okay, well, apparently this one has salvageable scrap. Specifically? I've never actually seen that before, but okay. Yeah, I'm trying to like just mark all of these planets down and see if I can find anything with crystal sulfide, but it's not working. But I think I'm gonna probably end up just calling it because I just realized how long this episode has been going anyway. So why don't we finish this by taking a look at whoever the heck is calling us right now? Null! You are not alone. You can't go to the center. You can't do this. You can't leave us. But I have to go. You can't do this to us. You can't. The center of each galaxy. It's the Atlas. It's all else just interfaces. All else is a shadow of its might. You don't deserve. You'll wipe us all to save. How do you know? I did what I had to do. I told you that. I couldn't die without seeing everything there was to see, too. I did what I had to do, but the Atlas won't let me back in. It won't speak to me. It. What did you do, Null? I've committed such atrocities, Traveler. I had to. It was me or them. It's always been me or them. Please, if you go through the center, if you do what I did, it will reset everything. It will replace me, wipe me. All those souls, they'll have died for nothing. It was the only way to live on. You have to understand me. Life for more life. They sustained me. It can't all have been for nothing. I was going to see it all. I ended communication. There is nothing left but the path towards the center. Null is not going to be happy with me, I'm sure. But guys, that is going to be it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. Next time, I promise I will have some crystal sulfide to start the episode. And, I mean, I'll have stuff. I promise I will. I'm actually, you know what? I'm going to fly into the ocean on this planet in particular. And who knows? Maybe I'll actually be able to get myself some crystal sulfide, and then we can continue on with what we were doing. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this episode very, very much. And I will see you all in the next one.